Well, hello everybody. I feel like it's been a little bit of time, but guess what? Your besties are back and better than ever. Welcome back to the Love Letters to Broadway podcast, the podcast that gives you Broadway tips, tricks, advice, and where we talk about our adventures, which unfortunately we really have not been having adventures this month, guys. I'm so sorry. But I'm Michelle.
My name is Skylar.
And there's been a this I'm sorry guys, it's been cold here in New York. It's cold, it's snowy. There's a lot going on between work, school life, this, that. We haven't been able to get to shows, which I'm sad about because I feel like I need a show because I think it would reset me. You know what
Well,
I
I
mean?
also think February is such a short month too, which we forget about,
Yeah,
and just
that's
goes
true. Like I can't believe it's already we're recording this on the 17th and this is gonna come out when? The 22nd?
yeah, the last week,
That's crazy.
which is weird.
Like February's gone. But I'm manifesting, and we'll do this at the end, but I'm manifesting a better March because I need some shows.
Yeah.
Um, so this week we're gonna go over Broadway news. We have a lot because we didn't do Broadway news last week. We released the RumbleCon live interview episode, and if you didn't listen to that yet, definitely go back and listen to our live interview with at Broadway Side Gig. We did it as a part of RumbleCon, which was this big like outsiders fandom online conference. Um,
Mhm.
but this week we're finally gonna do our review of Ragtime, which we saw Broadway Con weekend, and it was wow,
Yeah, it was actually insane.
insane. I did not expect it to be the level that it was. But before we get into that, like always, we have to start with hyperfixations. So, Skylar, would you like to begin?
Sure. So, song-wise, I'm still into the ragtime, but certain songs, like
Mm.
at three, I have Make Them Hear You. I think that's such a powerful moment in the show, but also like the most stressful moment in the show, if that makes sense, because
Oh
you don't
yeah.
know what's gonna happen after. Um, but I will say Joshua Henry is like my hyperfixation and listening to him sing over and over again. He was made for that role, so I'm so glad that he's able to portray it on Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but then at two, I've been in like a hair hyperfixation listening to the album of Hair.
Hmm.
I don't,
Is that
but
because of Cassie Levi? Maybe like listening to Ragtime made you think of hair?
maybe, but also I don't know, maybe Gavin Creel and all that, and seeing on TikTok like edits of him.
Mm.
But yeah, so I've been listening to the Fresh Failure slash Eyes Look Your Last slash Let the Sun Shine In. Um, I think it's very important for the time that we're living in. And I think it's
Mm-hmm.
interesting to listen to that song and see what's going on then and see it so prevalent to today. So I've been
Hmm.
really enjoying that.
I feel
Um,
like it's time for a hair revival. It's been a while now.
yeah, that's the one show. But don't they get naked on stage?
They do, but I feel like hair would work so well at like the circle and the square.
Yeah.
Like if make it an intimate, like do it like a Sunset Boulevard, like in a
Yeah.
way. Like have it be like really minimal, but then at the end it like explodes or something.
Yeah. I would be interested to see it. I think like after seeing Liberations and like naked women, I don't think I'm afraid of it anymore.
No, except I will say in hair we're getting naked peepees.
Yeah, so that could be interesting. But I feel like isn't Magic Mike coming to Broadway?
It's technically not Broadway, it's just coming to New York.
Okay.
If I'm
I
remembering
wonder
correctly.
how they're doing it.
Well, they do it. I've seen clips of it when it's in London. It's
Yeah.
just like it's called Magic Mike Live, but it's not like scripted or anything. It's really just like a strip show.
Mm,
But it's like in the style of Magic Mike. Like I don't think they get ever get naked or anything like that, but they do like strip down to like shirtless underwear with like maybe the booty crack shows or something like that.
I
And
don't
I
know.
will say, I'm intrigued by it.
I'm intrigued, but like I'm wondering if it's like uncomfortable at a certain point. Like of
I don't
like
know.
I don't
It's
know.
it's big for bachelorettes, of
Yeah.
course. Weirdly enough, I've seen like daughters who take their mothers.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
No, like I could go with you to that, but I can't go with my mom to that.
No, it's just like embarrassing almost.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I'm
But
intrigued.
and I'm intrigued on how they do hair. And
Hmm.
if it's like they're dancing and it's just like you swinging, whatever. Never mind. Um, and then weirdly enough, I've been really into Sabrina Carpenter. I don't know why. And I'm like
What?
I'm late on the trend, but I needed some hype up music and I've been listening to Espresso a lot.
But I'm impressed because usually I'm the Sabrina Carpenter fan.
I don't know. I feel like I'm 10 years too late, and that's kind of me because I don't listen to the radio or anything. So,
Hmm.
um,
Now you
I
gotta
just
listen to some of
listen
her
to them.
others, like my Juno, which I always list on here.
Yeah, I've listened to all of her songs. I've listened to her album. It's pretty good. It's
Hmm.
very sexual, so which is interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
her stuff's very dirty, and her concerts are too. Like she literally like during Juno, she does sex positions on stage.
yeah, I've seen TikToks of people like saying that they're gonna do whatever she does at home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I've been into that. Books wise, I've read two books in the past 2-ish weeks. Yeah, two. So I read The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune, and that one I highly, highly recommend. It's about a caseworker who goes to houses for kids who have magic powers and they can't be within society. And he's making sure that the person who's running it is doing the right thing and taking care of these kids. But it
Hmm.
also follows his story and him finding a purpose again, especially like with his work life and like you kind of sit at your desk and do X, Y, and Z, and now he was placed in this house and how much these kids meant to him.
Mm.
Um, so I really love that book. I highly recommend it. And then I read Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell, which is a movie right now, but the book was really great.
It was a
Um,
book?
yeah, it's a book.
Oh, I've seen
Um,
like I've seen like advertisements for the movie, but
yeah, so
I
the
had no
book was
idea.
really good. Definitely a little depressing, because it does follow grief and like losing a child and like the inner workings of that. Um, so that was a little sad, but I will say the twist at the end was very interesting. Um, and I really liked it. So I'm gonna watch the movie at some point once it comes out on something.
Does ham knit have anything to do with Hamlet?
Well, I don't want to say any of that, just in case people want to read it,
Oh,
because it's a big twist at the end that I didn't see coming.
ugh, I'm gonna have to Google it.
So it was good. I weirdly got obsessed with Mulan this week, so I watched that and have been listening to the music. And I watched the first 10 minutes of the live action. That was not good. Um, but yeah,
Mm.
that's really it, I believe. I don't think I'm watching anything. I've been just reading.
Well, you've always been a Rita.
Yep.
Um, okay, so moving on to mine, I guess. It's interesting because some of our music actually aligned.
That's funny.
So in number three this week, I started listening again to Aida,
That's a good one.
which someone actually said that to me this week that Aida is not a real Disney on Broadway show, but it absolutely is. It was a Disney show.
Yeah.
And that kind of bothered me. But like in my like it was Disney.
Yeah.
But anyway, the song I have is My Strongest Suit, which I feel like is such a jam. And I always forget that Adam Pascal starred in that. And I'm always like, oh my God, yeah, Adam Pascal, Heather Headley, Sheree Renee Scott, like wow. Um, like I would love for that to come back to Broadway at some point. Um,
Yeah,
and
me.
then in number two this week, I was listening again to Let Me Be Your Star from Smash on Broadway, which I know Smash was like, but now going back to it, there was some good music. I mean, like The music was all pulled from the TV show. It was good music. Um, and I actually recently got a Peacock subscription and I saw that the entirety of Smash is on there. So I'm
Oh, on
thinking, do
Peacock.
I
Wow.
watch it? I've never seen it.
I never watched it. I didn't realize it was on Peacock. I think I have Peacock.
I had no idea either. Then I was like, oh, here it is. Um, and we're gonna get back to me talking about Peacock in a little bit. But then my top song this week aligns with your number three song. It's also Make Them Hear You,
Mhm.
from Joshua Henry, because it's just so phenomenal. His voice gave me such chills when we saw it.
It was unreal.
Unreal. So then moving on to like TV shows and other stuff. Um, I remembered what I wanted to say earlier. Before we started, I said to this guy, I was like, there was something I want on my hyperfixations, and I can't remember what it is. And I finally remembered it because something you said reminded me of it.
Mhm.
So I guess talking about Peacock for a second, I had to subscribe to Peacock because that's like the only freaking way to watch the Olympics. And
Um,
I'm I'm one of those girls where when the Olympics is on TV, it becomes her whole personality.
mm,
I watch every single sport. Every night I watch the replay of any sport I've missed. I've watched almost every single competition. Even though like throughout the years, like the next 4 years, like I watched nothing sports, nothing sports, and then boom, Olympics starts and it's like, yes. Um, so I've been watching like my top ones I've been watching are like figure skating, snowboarding. I got really into this year. The luge, which is like insane. And like, I don't know, have you heard of skeleton?
no, I don't watch any. I don't know.
Okay, so the Summer Olympics is like, oh my God, let's go swimming, let's go run. The
Mhm.
Winter Olympics are like, let's go die, pretty
Yeah.
much. These guys, they go head first on this little sled, no like brace on them or anything, only a little helmet on, and that's it. And they just go 80 miles per hour down this like ice track with these sharp sled like
Oh
skating,
my
and they
God.
crash into the wall like nonstop. People literally
That's
die from it. Like,
like what?
and then there was another one I was watching. I was watching the ski jumping, and there's these small hills and the large hill. The large hill, these guys, they have no protective gear on, nothing on their face, just a little helmet again, right?
Mhm.
With skis attached to their feet. They go down this huge slope and then they jump in the air like they're flying and they go the length of a football field and a half.
What the fuck?
And they just land on their feet.
That's bananas.
Like I'm like, these people are asking to die. It's
Mm-mm.
I don't know why I'm so fascinated by it. But the part that I remembered I wanted to talk about as a hyperfixation is the men. Because in some ways I think I'm moving on from some Broadway husbands to Olympic husbands.
Oh wow.
There's a couple men I need to introduce you to from the Olympics. I think when you see them, you're gonna be like, whoo! One is, and he's like all over TikTok. Have you seen anything about this guy, Jake Pates?
No, I have not.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you him. He is a snowboarder for Team USA, and he's known as like the bachelor of the Olympic Village. And let me tell you, he is very nice to look at. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Hold on.
Oh, that makes
Ah!
sense.
Oh, it's not loading. Load! Hold on. Look at this
That makes
man.
sense.
That's that's
He
like yeah.
looks like a snowboarder.
Oh yeah, and he acts like a snowboarder too. But like that is one attractive man.
How old is
Okay?
he?
I think 27.
Oh, not bad.
And then well yeah, that's why it's also nice watching the Olympics now because like
Yeah,
almost all the athletes are around our age.
that's crazy.
So
I
it's
did.
like even more exciting because it's like, "Oh my God, like it's okay for me to have a crush on you."
Mhm.
And like look, this is another one. This is Maxim Naumov. He's a figure skater from
Ooh,
Connecticut.
wow.
This poor guy, he's competing at the Olympics, and both his parents died in a figure skating plane crash last year.
What?
hmm But he's like a local. He's from Connecticut.
He's from Connecticut. That's wild.
So I got a few of them. I have others that I can send you, but those are my main two that I've become a little hyper fixated over.
How are they doing?
They both finished their sports now. I mean, neither of them won the medal, but they actually got to the finals for both. They did pretty well.
That's cool.
But yeah, I'll send you some videos of them because it's like, and that's
Yeah,
all
I
I have to
haven't
say about it.
watched, but also like, and now that I know it's on Peacock, I just always assume I don't have cable. We just pay
Hmm.
for like the streaming services because it's
Hmm.
all we use. So I assumed that you can't get it. That's
Well,
interesting.
that's the thing. I assumed because I still have cable. I assumed, oh, I was gonna get it on my cable. And the
Yeah.
Olympics started, and I was like, where is everything? And I looked online, and NBC has a special deal where they are literally only showing Olympic stuff through Peacock. So I
Wow.
actually paid for the subscription. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it forever, but
Mhm.
I paid for the subscription specifically for the month so I could go back. So now that you know your Peacock, you can go on, you can watch replays of every single sport.
That's
You can
crazy.
watch it in lifetime. There's like highlight footage. So yeah, for anyone out there who wants to watch the Olympics and didn't know you can do that, go do that. Um, and another hyperfixation for the week, which I could not believe, is that by getting Peacock, I
Mhm.
discovered that that is the new home of trolls.
Oh,
And when I discovered it, I got a little teary because, as everyone knows on here, I was really upset when Trolls left Netflix. So, I rewatched Trolls 1 and 2 this week,
there you go.
and it made me really happy. And one other quick hyperfixation show on Disney Plus. I don't know if you heard, but they did a revival of The Muppet Show.
I saw, yes.
It was pretty good. I was very impressed by
It's
it. I
good.
hope
It's good.
I it was actually really good. I hope it's not like a one-time thing. I hope
Hmm.
they do it more. And even like Kermit makes a joke in it where he's like, "Well, if this goes well, maybe we'll be back again." But
Oh,
like so I think they know like I think that was like almost like a hint like, yeah, we're struggling, but if this goes well, maybe the Muppet Show can revitalize. But yeah, it was really good. So go watch that. And Sabrina Carpenter is the star.
they gotta keep it up. This generation needs the Muppets.
Hmm. I know.
That's
I don't want them to get forgotten.
yeah, that's the problem.
But yeah, that's it for the week for me. Of course, I didn't read. So,
A good week. So there's a
yeah.
lot of Broadway news. A lot of shows either closing or new casting.
Hmm.
So we're gonna start with The Outsiders. You probably already saw, but a lot of the original cast is leaving March 15th. So you have Trevor is leaving, Brent is leaving, Jason's leaving, KWP, Rennie. I don't know why I say Remy.
Hmm.
Sarah Grace, Melody, and Alex. They're all leaving. So you have till March 15th to see them. We always recommend. We love that cast. Um, but they also announced who's taking over. So to go through it ever so quickly, you have
Hmm.
as Pony Boy, you have Noah. Let's see if I get it. Pat.
I think it's Pock. Pock.
Okay, close enough.
Pock.
uh,
I
as
don't know. I feel like is it fancy?
Potts.
Potched? I think it's Pock. I bet you the T is silent and it's like Pock.
Yeah. So yeah, as Pony Boy, Johnny Cade, you have Caleb Matura. As Dallas, you actually have Sequoia who's coming into the role. So that's interesting. He is like a understudy or a standby, all that. And then as Daryl, you have Dan Barry who's going to be stepping into that role. So that's exciting. As Soda, you have Sutton James Kyler. This is Broadway debut. As Bob, you have Nicholas McDonough.
I'm excited
Paul,
for him.
yeah.
He's from
As,
Greece, Rise of the Pink Lady, so.
yeah, that's exciting.
Hmm.
As Paul, you have Victor actually coming in, so that's exciting. I like when they do that, when you have a
Hmm.
swing who moves up too.
Hmm.
Emma's gonna stay as Cherry, and Two Bit is still gonna be Daryl. So a lot of changes, a lot of new cast, a lot of new opportunities to see new interpretations, which is exciting. But just remember, you have till March 15th to see those
Hmm.
original cast members.
The only thing I wish is that it was Nicholas as Bob with Jason still a soda pop. So it was like a little
Yeah.
Grease reunion. Like they're
Yeah.
just missing each other.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see different soda and a different, I mean, we've seen Dan Barry as Daryl, but it's gonna be interesting. I'm interested to see how ticket sales go and what's
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen to the outsiders. Will the rush lines be less crazy? Will it be more crazy? Like I'm very curious to see how this affects the show.
I think it's gonna hurt it a little bit, honestly. I think people have grown attached to the current cast.
Yeah, right?
Um, and I think, I mean, it's gonna help that like Dan is still there, like Victor is still there, Emma, and Daryl, but like I think one of the big draws for the show, like fandom wise, was Jason
Hmm.
and Brent, and I think the fact that they're all leaving together, and like especially like Melody with So Saturday, I think it's gonna
Yeah.
hurt it a little bit.
Do you think
Uh,
someone's gonna take over Social Saturday? I forgot about that.
I
I
think
would hope.
so. I remember her saying something like it's in the works, like they're talking about it. Maybe like Dan Barry would take over or something, or one of the new girls.
Maybe.
But also, I will say, like, for anyone who wants to see the show before they leave, ticket prices have really gone up.
Of course.
Especially for that final show. Their tickets are like $1,000 each.
It's
Um,
upsetting.
yeah. So I don't know if we're gonna get to see the show before they leave. I've looked, there's not even like lotteries right now.
Yeah. And the rush lines are probably nutty.
Yeah, I don't know really. I don't know. And we may end up the first cast we see is gonna be the new one, which kind of, I mean, I would have liked to have seen them one more time before they left. If we could get in.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't know. We could
hard.
try, but.
Yeah. It's hard. And I hate that that happens. Like they just up the prices and the problem is though people pay it,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which I don't know how you're doing that.
It's a tremendous amount of money. I mean, maybe it's our mistake. Maybe we should have just bought tickets for the 15th when it was announced like weeks ago that it was just the girls leaving. Because as soon as it was the guys leaving too, then boom, the prices went
And
up.
whatnot. Yeah. Well, it is what it is, but
Hmm.
we'll see. We shall see, but a lot of changes.
Yeah. Another pretty big change is that Moulin Rouge is closing on Broadway. So they opened on July 25th, 2019, and it's going to be playing its final Broadway performance July 26th of this year. So how many years is that? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. About 7 years later? Of course, there were some years where it was closed because COVID, but
Yeah.
at the time of closing, the musical will have played 2,265 regular performances and 24 previews, and it will be the 36th longest running show in Broadway history. Before the show closes, though, they are having a cast change. Kelsey Watts is going to be taking over as Satine beginning on March 24th, 2026. And she will be following Meg Donnelly, whose final performance is March 1st. And they also are going to have someone filling in the role from March 3rd to the 22nd, which is Ariana Rosario. So um, if you want to see Meg Donnelly, you only have a couple weeks before the switch.
I think Kelsey Watts is like the best casting I heard for Satine in a long time.
Yeah,
Like,
I think she'll be very good.
yeah. But yeah, that's it's crazy to think that Mulan won't be there because it's always been there. But I wasn't really too shocked that it was closing.
Yeah,
Um,
it's time.
I think it's been struggling for a bit.
But now the question is, there's so many vacant theaters. What's gonna open?
Do you think Dreamgirls will go in there? It's a big theater.
Oh, I could see Dreamgirls there.
Again, Hell's Kitchen is closing too.
Actually, where Hell's Kitchen is, the Schubert, that's the Schubert, right?
Mhm.
That's probably a better space for Dreamgirls. I mean, that's where like the big shows go. Like Hello Dolly was there too.
Yeah. I wonder. There's a lot of empty theaters, which is crazy.
Hmm.
Crazy.
A little scary.
Yeah, it is. And the Tony Awards season is gonna be weird this year, I have a feeling. There's not gonna
Hmm.
be much. But speaking of new musicals, Beaches, which like I don't know how I feel about Beaches being a musical, but we'll see. The full casting has been announced. So you have Jessica Vosk and Kelly Barrett as the two leads. Um, and then now they casted two children. Samantha Schwartz is going to star as Little Cece and Zaya Grace as Little Birdie. Um, so yeah, this Beaches is going to begin March 27th and then open April 22nd at the Majestic, which is
I
huge.
the Majestic. Wow.
Yeah.
I think Beaches is gonna give off the same vibes as Notebook.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't know. I don't foresee it having a long run, if that makes sense. I think you're
No.
gonna get the people who love the movie within the first month, and then like that's it.
Yeah, like I gotta be honest, like I don't know if I feel like in a rush to go to it because I can't see it being nominated for things this year.
No, but also like I only know the one song from that show. The wings beneath my what is it called?
Wind Beneath My Wings.
Yeah.
I think also the music's being done by Mark Shaman, who after Broadway Con we weren't a fan of.
Oh, is it really?
Well, he
Oh.
wrote Wind Beneath My Wings for Beaches. He spoke
Oh,
about it at that panel.
yes. You remember
Uh-huh.
that when he
Yes.
was
That was an interesting panel. If you haven't listened to our Broadway con episode, I would suggest you go and listen to that because you can hear what we're referencing about that panel. It was a little bit of a mess, and that's all I'm gonna
yeah.
say.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look. Is he doing the music? Let's see. Actually, I don't think he is.
Mm,
It says Mike Stoller and Iris Rayner Dart. But he
interesting.
did write Wind Beneath My Wings, so I guess I know, and I know it's in the show, so I guess they got the rights to it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not like I wish I was more excited,
Yeah.
but I'm like it's Beaches. I don't know. We'll see.
And then actually last night, February 16th, the new Queens of Six the Musical got started. Some are new and some are actually the original Broadway cast. Um, the two new queens were Dylan Mulvaney and Abigail Barlow, who, if you don't know, Dylan is a big internet personality, and Abigail Barlow is who wrote the unauthorized Bridgerton musical that got canceled.
Hmm.
Um, they're starring as Anne Boleyn and Catherine Howard, respectively. Um, and then also joining the cast again, Adriana Hicks, Anna Uzole, um, Jasmine Forsberg, and Olivia Donaldson. I did hear clips today of Don't Lose Your Head. I
Hmm.
actually thought it was really good. Like, it sounded pretty funny. And I kind of
Yeah.
liked some of Dylan's acting takes on it. And also, they lowered the key for her, which I thought was like the right move because, like, I think otherwise it would have been stretching.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. It kind of got me intrigued of going to see the show.
Yeah, I saw the mega mix at the end and I was like, huh,
Hmm.
interesting. Hmm.
I have to send you "Don't Lose Your Head" if I could find it again. It was on TikTok, but it was actually really good. Like I kind of like want to go now. I'm curious about it, and it is like a fun show to go see. And I would go also to see like two of the original Broadway cast members.
Yeah. We saw Jasmine, I think.
We we did, and we saw Olivia too.
Hmm.
We saw both of them as Jane and what's her name? What's the fourth queen's name?
Oh my gosh. The one that sings House of Holbein.
Yeah,
Holbein.
yeah, that and Get Down. What's the queen's name?
Oh my God.
What's the name? What's the name? Now I gotta look it up.
Yeah, I don't remember. What the heck?
What is the queen's name?
That's so
Anna of Cleves.
there we go. The most simple one too.
Yeah, that would have bothered me if we didn't get that. But yeah, we saw Jasmine and her. We did not see Anna Uzele and Adriana Hicks.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued.
Hmm.
Some interesting news, which I feel like I don't know why they're doing this, but so Daniel Radcliffe is going to be in Every Brilliant Thing on Broadway. So the
Hmm.
first preview was originally set for 7:30 p.m. on February 21st, but now it's being moved to 2 o'clock. So if you have tickets for the 7:30 show, you can exchange it for the 2 o'clock. So it's going to
Huh?
start earlier than expected, which is so weird to me. But so I get they're not having a 7:30 show that day, just 2 o'clock.
That's really weird. I'm sorry.
Right? I saw that and I read it like 5 times because I was like, wait, what do you mean it's going earlier? Like, are they doing it a day earlier? And I was like, no, they're doing it a whole different time. So, what day of the week is February 21st? Because I would be annoyed if it was a
That's
weekday.
Saturday. That's
Okay, it's
this
a Saturday.
Saturday.
At least it's a Saturday and like most people don't work. Because if it was during the week, I'd be very annoyed that like now you're switching it. Now I can't go.
That is
Um,
weird though that they're even doing that. I've never heard of a show doing that.
right?
Like
So,
I'm like usually you want to start later, what like especially when it's the first preview. Why would you want to do it earlier in the day?
yeah, maybe he has somewhere to go. I don't know. Weird. Very weird.
Hmm. More casting news. Giant has found their full Broadway cast, which is going to join John Lithgow as Roald Dahl. So the play is going to be coming to Broadway from the West End beginning March 11th. So joining John Lithgow as Roald Dahl is Aya Cash as Jessie Stone, Elliot Levy as Tom Matchler, Rachel Sterling as Felicity Crossland, Stella Everett as Hallie, David Manis as Wally, Jeffrey P. Cantor, Annie Hogg, Eleanor Hanley, David Manis, Paul O'Brien. So it's not that big of a cast, but that is the cast. So if you're interested in going, go check it out. It's pretty much about Roald Dahl and his life, and about some like controversy he had as well. So
Yeah.
intriguing.
It's at the Music Box Theater and it starts March 11th. So more March. March is packed and busy.
Things are going to start opening.
This is interesting. An all-American cast is revealed for Operation Mincemeat. So the original cast members are leaving. Now you're gonna have all-American cast members. So you have Jesse Kirtley, Brandon whatever, Amanda Jill Robinson, Julia Nittle, and Jeff Creedy. So they're gonna be the new cast of Operation Mincemeat.
It's weird to me that they're doing an all-American cast, only because I feel like that show really centers around British humor.
Mm-hmm. I
So
agree.
I hope that the message or like the way the British humor is supposed to play off doesn't get lost.
It might. It definitely
Hmm.
might. Um, it's I saw that and I was very intrigued.
Hmm. I don't know. And like, are they gonna like? I guess they're all gonna fake the accents, but one of the things I liked about it was that it was all real.
Me too. Especially because like there's no like not threat. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but like where you accidentally slip into an American accent. Like that could
Hmm.
happen.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens and what people say. Um, so if anyone is around on May 8th, guess what? You can watch the full show of Suffs, which is going to be airing on PBS as part of their great performances on May 8th at 9 o'clock p.m. It's also available to stream on pbs.org. So if you did not get a chance to go see Suffs, highly recommend watching on either online or on TV.
Yeah, we loved stuff.
Hmm.
We really did. Um, Speaking of Dreamgirls before, it was announced that actually Jennifer Hudson is going to be on the producing team. So that's great. And I feel like she could bring in that like um because she played Effie White. So I feel like that's good for her to be a part of it. Make sure they're doing it the right way.
I think, especially if she's involved, I think it's going to be an outstanding cast. My only thing I'm really curious about is if they're going to cast an unknown as Effie, because that was how it worked with the movie when Jennifer Hudson got cast, is they looked for an unknown. So I
Yeah,
wonder if she's going to try to do the same thing.
I wonder.
I think it'd be nice if she does.
It would, but also at the same time, will it help if they pull a big name?
Probably. The only one of the only people I think I could see doing it though is Alex Newell.
So good.
Alex Newell would kill his Effie.
Not this is like not related at all, but did you see Gray Henson as Bigfoot in the new musical that he's doing?
I saw a photo.
What in the
I don't understand what it is.
It's Bigfoot the musical?
I don't know. We may have to go see it. I'm intrigued. But at the same time, it looks so stupid.
It's so weird. I don't know. I saw that the other day. I was like, wait, what the heck? What?
hmm
It's Gray Henson anyway, but
Yeah. Um, More casting. I just feel like all we have is casting today.
oh,
Um, the more casting has been revealed for the upcoming Broadway premiere of Schmigadoon, which is the stage adaptation of the Broadway Send Up Apple Plus, Apple TV Plus series. Um, it's set to begin performances at the Nederlander Theater on April 4th, ahead of an April 20th opening night. As previously announced, Alex Brightman and Sarah Chase will be leading the cast and reprising their performances as Josh Skinner and Melissa Gimbel, which they did at Washington, D.C.'s Kennedy Center last year. But now newly revealed to be joining the cast is Anna Gasteyer from Once Upon a Mattress and SNL as Mildred Layton, Anne Harada from Avenue Q as Florence Menlove, Brad Oscar, he's from the producers, and Something Rotten as Mayor Menlove, Isabella McCalla from Water for Elephants and Prom as Emma Tate, Ayan Diop as Carson, Ivan Hernandez as Doc, Max Clayton as Danny Bailey, and Mackenzie Kurtz, who we all know as Heather Chandler from Heather's Off Broadway as Betsy.
what a
Um,
cast.
it is a good
Oh my God.
it is a good cast. And what is cool is that Anne Harada, she's playing Florence Menlove, but she also played it in the series as well on TV.
I
So
never
that's kind of
watched
cool that she's doing her role.
I should watch it. I've never watched that.
I want to watch it too, but I don't have Apple TV.
It's too many subscriptions going on.
hmm sometimes I do see stuff like you can get Apple TV for free because we have iPhones, so I wonder
Yeah.
if we can and then quickly watch it, but
That's a outstanding cast.
hmm Um I
Excited.
that's like the one show I kind of really would like to go to. Well, that and Rocky Horror.
I think those are on my top, but I'm a little nervous about Rocky Horror, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
A
I
little.
agree. I'm nervous about the casting, but I just feel like I have to be able to say I went to see Rocky Horror
Yeah.
live. Um, so I guess that's it for Broadway news for this week. Is there anything else we're missing? I feel like there's been a lot
There's a lot
going on.
going on, but I think we got everything.
Okay, so then I guess we're gonna get into our show review of Ragtime, which we haven't done one of these in quite a bit of time, so bear with us as we do this recap of Ragtime. But to get us started, just as a reminder, the way we usually do our reviews is um, we kind of go through different categories. We rank each category on a scale of 1 to 10. Then we add up our totals, divide by the amount of categories, and then that becomes our average show rating for the performance. Um, I Now something we did talk about in our Broadway Con episode, in case you missed it, is that we are adding in a new category
Mhm.
because we went to a session all about prop design and we discovered that like all the sets we thought we were seeing on stage are actually part of the prop department. And we thought, maybe that's something we should start adding into the mix. So to go through our categories once again, they are costumes, set design, prop design, songs and music, choreography, the book, ambiance slash crowd control, casting choices, and then acting and pacing. Um, Before we get into that, just a quick little recap of Ragtime. And again, if you haven't seen the show or you want to see it and you want to be surprised, we are going to give spoilers. So,
Mhm.
um, don't, skip this part and come back to it after you see Ragtime. Um, but Ragtime is a story set in the early 20th century. It tells the story of three different groups in the United States, the African American population, which is led by Cole House Walker Jr. And this girl that he has a thing with, Sarah Brown Eyes. And then you have the high class, upper class suburbanites, which is represented by Mother, who is the matriarch of a white upper class family in New Rochelle, New York. And you have father, you have their son, and you have brother, who is mother's brother, and also there's grandfather. And then you also have a group of Eastern European immigrants, which is represented by Tate, who's a Jewish immigrant from Latvia, and you have his daughter as well. He's not married. He lost his wife a while ago, and he's first coming over to America at the time when many immigrants were first coming over to America to try to build a life for themselves and find that American dream. So pretty much the story takes place while father is out of town. He is sent on like a Navy ship, but not he's not part of the Navy, but he's sent on a ship. And that's around the same time that Tata is starting to come to America. And mother's in the garden one day and she finds a baby buried in the garden. The baby is alive. One of the nurses, well, not the nurse, the what's it called, like a maid.
Made,
One
yeah.
of the maids is there with her and starts going searching, and she finds Sarah Brown Eyes hidden in in like a cabinet in like the house next door.
Yeah.
And they discover that it was her baby, and in a way she was almost trying to like kill the baby because her and Cole House Walker Jr. had like a big blowout, a big fight. And she also had the baby almost like a bastard child. They were not married at the time.
Yeah.
Mother decides to take them both in. She tries to help with raising the baby. Cole House Walker Jr. finds out where they are located. He comes. He's trying to win Sarah Brown Eyes back, but at the same time, there's this big like almost like revolution in a way
Mhm.
going on in
Yeah.
the town where they're trying to fight for equal rights for the immigrant population. Um,
Yeah.
and also like the vice is it the vice president like the vice mayor comes
No, it's a
to
president.
it's like the actual president.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a vice
She was
thing.
like, Mr. President, Mr. President. And then
Oh, so
she was,
then the president comes to talk to everyone in town. And at the same time there's a lot of obviously discrimination between the
yeah.
white and the black communities. For example, Cole House is targeted for having like his own car, like he's very successful, and this group of white men do target him, and they destroy the car. So Sarah goes to try to talk to the president to get him help because he keeps getting ignored by the police officers, and
Mhm.
something ends up happening, takes a big twist in the story. Cole House almost becomes a little bit of like a villain character towards the second
Mhm.
half of the story, but at the same time, he's trying to seek redemption and seek respect. But also, Mother ends up meeting Tate and they start having a little bit of a fling for one another. He gets very successful in America, becomes a filmmaker. She doesn't realize they've met previously. Father comes back, and there's a lot of anger between him and Mother. And everyone's lives kind of start changing based on what is happening in society at the time.
You also
Um,
have Emma Goldman. Goldman too,
Yeah, and
who's like
she's leading the riots.
yeah, and she's like a revolutionary during that time.
Yeah. But is there anything else I'm missing? I mean, I don't want to spoil it. It's hard to say it all without spoiling it all.
Yeah. No, it's good. We got most of it. Yeah. There's a lot that goes on that like you need to see it because your raw emotion to seeing it is something you want to experience.
Yeah, and I don't want to like I wouldn't want us to ruin that experience for people.
Yeah.
So, I th what category should we start with? I guess let's start with ambiance and crowd control. Um, so this was at the Lincoln Center Theater. This was my first time seeing a show there.
Hmm.
I actually thought there was no issue with ambiance and crowd control. I thought it was like perfect, to be honest.
I have no
Um,
issues.
yeah, there was no one was filming, no one was
Mhm.
talking. The ushers, did their job. I will say I almost fell down the stairs trying to get to our seats. That's not
Yeah,
their
they're steep
fault.
stairs.
Yeah, hold on if you're in the mezzanine. But I don't have any issues. I give it a 10.
Yeah, I've none. I don't. Nobody was talking. No one was doing the wrong thing. Everyone was very, you could tell everyone was very invested in the story.
Oh, 100%. People were gasping. They loved it.
Yeah.
Let's go into I guess let's start with set design, which I feel like we could kind of do at the same time as prop design. Because to be honest, there really wasn't many
Really
sets. It was
wasn't.
very minimalistic.
Yeah, which I thought at first I was gonna not like it because you think ragtime, you think of like a grand stage and like, whatever. But I thought it worked perfectly. Even like the differences between like, you have the white family and the lighting and that, and then they switched over to
Hmm.
represent the other sides too. Everything was to me perfect. I have no even like when they were on the boat and they were on that like ladder thing,
Hmm.
like at first I was thinking that it wouldn't, portray a boat well, but it actually really did it perfectly,
Yeah, I never thought otherwise. Like I really believed they were like two passing ships at that moment. And I
right?
loved the way the with the set design, I love that it was mostly in like darkness the whole time, except for like someone would come out and sing a solo, someone would come out and sing a solo. But then towards the second half of the show, there's this big moment where the screen goes up and it becomes the sky, and you're supposed to
Yeah.
think they're, away on at a beach. And the way it was set up with the clouds and the
Mhm.
sunset looked so beautiful. And it was just like, it was at that same moment where the character of Mother is having like this big epiphany of what she wants in life. And I just felt like it coordinated so well with the song. And
It was beautiful.
I don't think you needed a bigger set. I think the story got across very easily without it.
Yeah, definitely. I was not confused. I wasn't anything. It was great.
In regards to props, I will say the only thing I had a problem with
Hmm.
was that the Cole House Walker Jr. baby. It's supposed to
Yes.
be that time is moving on and the baby never changed. It was the same like
It should have,
newborn.
yeah. It should have. I understand you don't want to hire a newborn, obviously, but you could still have like a toddler, not a toddler, but like one that you could put on your like hip, like and show that time was going, a doll, and they just didn't, and it was definitely like a little confusing in that aspect.
Yeah, because the baby was always a baby doll. Like they could have made it a doll of a toddler. No one would have really looked
Yeah,
into it too much.
yeah, I
Um,
don't know why.
yeah, so that kind of bothered me. Um, with props, I mean there was like I mean obviously the prop department built like the actual sets now that we know. There was a couple props in like the second half of the show, but there really wasn't a tremendous amount.
No, there really wasn't.
Um I will say the swing, doesn't she come down the like the vaudeville singer, didn't she come down on a swing at one point? Like that's a prop. That was pretty cool.
That was cool. I mean, but like not like revolutionary.
No. Like I feel like for sets I would give it like a 9.
Yeah, I agree. Because it
And
was good. It's just not like
it's not like it's
something
never
of
been
yeah.
done. It's not like
Yeah.
it's never been done. At props, I think I'm gonna give it like an 8. Well, I don't know, I may go 7 because the baby bothered me.
Yeah. I'm
Going
thinking 8.
7.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
Costume design. The costumes were outstanding.
Oh, outstanding.
You could tell the difference between the three
Yes.
groups very easily. You knew exactly where they were in the wealth
Hmm.
bracket. It was true to the time period of the show. I loved the contrast change of Tatu's outfit from the first half of the show to the second. So you knew
Yeah.
like his class stature had changed.
Change.
And even the way he positioned himself was different, but that's talking about Brandon Uranowitz a little later on. But
Yeah.
um costumes, I thought they were breathtaking as soon as they came out on stage.
I agree. I had no. qualms with them at all.
Hmm.
Cassie Levy,
Hmm.
her the way that her dress fell made her look even more like matriarch. What's the word? Not
Like a
matriarch.
matriarch.
Yeah, and like so like stoic
Hmm.
because of the way it fitted, and it just fit the character perfectly. Um, and the same thing with like Cole House's costumes too. I like that he also had like a jacket over him to kind of show that although he's a part of the African American group, he was of a higher class within that group
Mm.
because he was a musician and he did make money enough to, buy the car and whatever. Um, I will say they did do Sour Brown Eyes pretty dirty when she came out all raggedy and which I get you're showing like a disheveled mother who's like lost all hope. But I will say when she came out all raggedy, I was like, oh darn, they did her dirty.
In general, I gotta say, I think they did her a little dirty. I think like it's still supposed to be Cole House's girlfriend, and they kind of made
Yeah.
her look a little
Hmm.
slumpy at times. Like
Yeah.
I don't think she stood out on stage the way the character's supposed to. Like the character's supposed to be like breathtaking, and her eyes like intrigue him and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And like I do that's the one thing I feel like didn't
It didn't
come.
translate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree because she looked very disheveled.
So what?
Even the scene where he's singing to her too, she wasn't very like put together as you would assume.
Yeah, like I feel bad because her voice was outstanding. She was great, but she didn't stand out on stage costume wise, like ever.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like I felt like in crowds, if the spotlight wasn't on her, she was a little lost in the mix.
Yeah, I agree.
So
So
what
I'd
would you
give it
rate it?
an 8, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm going 9.
Yeah.
Um, Jumping over to the songs and music of Ragtime. This was our first time. I've never heard Ragtime before this, so this was really our first time hearing it. The only song I knew was Make Them Hear You. I will say the music is outstanding in the show, but is it an album I can go back and listen to over and over and over again? No. There's a specific few songs I like
I
listening to, but
agree.
that's it. I will say I think initially a lot of the music, like by the time we left, I forgot it existed, besides like Make Them Hear You and
Mhm.
Mother's Song in the second half.
Yeah. Uh, back to before. That was
Mm,
insane.
that was great.
That was insane. I will say I have been like obsessed with the night that Goldman
Yes, I do like that one too, because Ben Levi's Ross voice was
oh my
phenomenal.
God. So I've been obsessed with that. But I will say there is a select few that I go back to. Um, but the music was great. I mean, it progressed the story. I do will say I didn't love the song that woman sang. What's her name again? The actress that
The
younger brothers.
vaudeville star.
Yeah.
I don't remember the character's name, but I agree. I did not like that song. I didn't like the character in general. I didn't
Yeah.
think there was really a reason to even have her in the show, and that's jumping more to the book, but
Yeah.
I do not understand why you needed her or Houdini.
No, I didn't understand. I guess they were trying to showcase the time period, I guess.
Mm.
But it was weird to me that Houdini would randomly pop up.
He would
And
randomly pop up, and then the kid's like, Warn the Duke.
yeah. And it's like, but like why?
But it's also never explained how the kid knew to warn the Duke.
Yeah, that was just like randomly thrown in.
Yeah. Well, I guess before we get more into the books, I do want to
Yeah.
talk about the book. What would you rate the songs and music?
I would give it a 9 because I
Okay.
think it's very impactful and I think like it really progressed the story. The only thing was that I didn't like the vaudeville.
I think I'm gonna give it an 8. Because I mean I do like a lot of the music, but I don't rush to listen to it all.
Hmm.
And I did forget some of them. But going back to the book, yeah, I felt like there were some holes that were not explained. And I
Yeah.
also, I'm sorry, it's not believable to me that mother, especially once they got married, she never realizes Tate is the guy from the train
Yep.
station.
How?
How?
Right? But also, wouldn't one of them say it? I don't know.
At some point?
At some point, it would connect. But I also will say we both said this was we wanted more of the love story between Sarah and Colehouse.
Mm-hmm.
It felt very rushed. Like they sing new music and she hears him playing and then she falls back in love with him and then they're happy and whatever. I want to know what happened before. Why did he leave? Why didn't she tell him that she was pregnant?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Like I wanted more of that, like less of the Volville and all that lady,
Mm-hmm.
and more of their love connection.
We never found out why she buried the kid.
Yeah, we like give me more of that. Like what led her to do that?
Mm-hmm. And I also wanted to know more about the transition for Tate from going from like artist to filmmaker because like I mean you see him start to develop these drawings where like they move and stuff when you flip the pages, but you
Yeah.
never see him become an actual filmmaker. All of a sudden he's like this rich mogul, and obviously time has passed a lot, but yet the
Yeah.
baby is still a baby.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. That whole
It's
thing
just
is weird.
the baby staying the same baby the whole time got me so confused.
Yeah, that made no sense. And I think like it would have helped them more because then at the end he's a 4-year-old. You're
Yeah.
like, huh?
But yet the younger brother, like the son is like the same age. Like for him, they showed to recognize that he's a little older.
Yeah.
His pants got longer, but I'm like, so why the baby stay a baby?
Yeah. No, I agree. I wish
Um.
there was more, like a little bit more in that. And I also wish they showed brother Ben Levi Ross's character brother, more of his development into understanding the other side and being more
Mhm.
culturally aware. I wish that they showed a little bit more of that because I think that's such an interesting storyline. You have this rich white guy who's now gonna go help Cole House. Like,
And
show
to
a little bit.
and to be honest, what was the point of the vaudeville singer? And he had a crush on the singer, but she turned him down. That storyline was there for like the first 10 minutes of the show, and then it just gets dropped.
Yeah, it was stupid.
I don't know. I have a
And
problem with the book.
then at the end, they like quickly talk about it and how she like got ugly or something. Remember that?
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, it was weird because they went through like Houdini and like her and like all the
Hmm.
characters, like a wrap up. But
I just feel like there were major plot lines kind of not answered for me.
yeah, I just wanted a little bit more. I understand that they have the scene where Cole House is like reminiscing, where he's singing the
Hmm.
Sour Brown Eyes song.
Hmm.
Like, I guess that's their way of kind of showing their love story. But like, I wanted more.
Hmm. I think for book, I'm going down to like a 4.
Yeah, I was thinking 5,
Okay.
just right in the middle. Unfortunately. Not saying it
Unfortunately.
was great. Like it's such a good like everyone should see it. It's just there's just some problems with the book.
Yeah, it was hard to follow at moments. Casting choices and acting pacing.
I will say it's a
For
10.
That's a 10 out of 10, both categories. They were absolutely phenomenal. You could tell Joshua Henry like understands this character from
Yep.
front to back. Brandon Uranowitz, like the
Hmm.
way he portrayed Tate was so good. Like I was just like in shock. Like I saw him years ago in falsettos and I wasn't the biggest fan of his, but like now I'm a fan after seeing him in this. Like it was so
He
well
was
done.
so good.
The only acting I had an issue with was the vaudeville girl.
Yeah.
It was starting to get a little annoying,
Repetitive. Yeah, I
annoying and
agree.
repetitive. Um, and Cassie Levi as mother, like her
Oh my
her
God.
deliverance was incredible.
It was so impactful. And I think that's what like Joshua Henry, it's going to be such a hard Tony Award season
Hmm.
because there's so many outstanding choices, but he makes you feel everything he says, you feel it like times 10, which is
It's
so cool.
it's gonna be between him and Nicholas Christopher for chess,
Oh yeah,
in my
definitely.
opinion. Brandon Uranowitz could get nominated. He's also a lead
He
character.
was great too. Yeah, casting was so good. I was a little nervous about Nichelle
Hmm.
Lewis, but she was outstanding. Her voice was outstanding. Her acting was great. Um,
The best acting in the show, Ben Levi Ross.
I will say, and I saw people talking badly about him, and I was blown
What?
away. Yes, I listened to another podcast. I won't say what it is because I'm nice. And the
Hmm?
person was saying that they hated the way that he like acted and that he like was kind of like, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna go do that. And I was like, I thought he was outstanding. I
Hmm.
thought his acting was one of the best I've seen him. And his voice was insane. I love the part in the night that keep forgetting the night that
Hmm.
Goldman, whatever. I love his part, and I think he portrays so much emotion in what he's saying, and I thought he was great. So I don't know what that person was saying.
Interesting. I was so impressed by him. I thought he had like such like a couple of really big standout moments in the show, so I'm surprised.
Yeah, me too.
I think for casting choices, I'm gonna give it a 10.
Me too.
But I think I almost am leaning towards for acting, I'm leaning towards a 9, only because I really did not like the acting for the vaudeville star.
I agree.
It really threw me off a lot during the show.
It was unnecessary.
Yeah. So what do you want to score? You want to do 9 also?
Yeah, yeah, please.
So that's all our categories are already. So I'm gonna start totaling them up and dividing them. But if you want to start your little rant, you can continue talking about ragtime or anything else.
Oh yeah, I guess to continue talking about ragtime, I think I was shocked at how emotional I got during it. Like I'm an emotional person, but this took me by surprise.
Wait a minute, I'm completely. We
What
didn't
we
do
forgot?
choreography.
Oh, choreography.
Quickly. I liked it. I thought
It
it was
was
great.
great.
10 out of
Yeah,
10.
10.
Okay, back to your rant.
I love when they in the beginning when they rose up from the ground and we're all singing in unison. That was so sick. I forgot about
Mm-hmm.
that. But yeah, Ragtime I think made us both very emotional in ways we didn't expect. Um, the end of the first act, it really took me by surprise what occurred. I'm not gonna say. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Uh, so that really broke, but also Joshua Henry being able to fully sob while singing perfectly is kind of insane to me. And that took me, whenever I see someone else crying, I'm done for. And especially Joshua Henry had the tears streaming down his face. Like, I don't know how he does it, but you could tell he really, really understands that character and really feels those deep emotions. But
Mm-hmm.
I will say I think everyone should go see Ragtime. It's a very important story. It's a story that will really leave you thinking about things, which we love about that.
Yeah, I thought it was phenomenal. And, even though we have parts we didn't love, obviously, like the book
Yeah.
and stuff, it's still worth going. And I think it's a story everyone should know.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, so the scores are in. Skylar,
Hmm.
you have rated Ragtime an 8.7 out of 10,
That makes
and
sense.
I have given it an 8.4 out of 10.
That makes sense.
Pretty aligned.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like it's not a 10 out of 10.
No, not by any means.
I think the book is our major issue.
Book has major plot lines that really need to be addressed. It's definitely not a 10 out of 10. I think we even said to each other at the show, it's going to end up between like a 7 and an 8.
Yeah.
So this is kind of what I expected.
Yeah. We were blown away though. Like, go see it. Go see Ragtime. Go witness the history that is being made because it
Mhm.
is. It is something that I think we'll all be saying that we were able to see Joshua Henry
Mhm.
as Cole House Walker.
Also, if you are a person who gets very into the Tony Awards and you like making predictions and stuff, you really should go see Ragtime because I do think
Yeah,
it will be nominated for quite a few awards.
definitely. Definitely.
So that's pretty much it for this week. Like always, please follow us on social media at Love Letters to Bway with one Y on TikTok and at Love Letters to Bway with two Ys on Instagram because why? One Y wasn't available.
Dun, dun.
And also, you guys can be emailing us
Yeah.
anytime, any place, anywhere at loveletterstobroadway@gmail.com. Once again, it's loveletterstobroadway@gmail.com. We want to hear from you, so please reach out to us. You can DM us, you can request certain topics to be discussed, anything your heart desires, reach out to us. Um, so manifestations for the week.
Anything. I'll take anything.
I know. I would love to see a show. I wish we could get into one. I just don't even know when. But yeah, I'm manifesting. I'm doing like a future manifestation, like not even one for the week. I'm
Hmm.
manifesting that somehow we get into Outsiders before the cast leaves.
Yeah, before the 15th.
hmm
Yeah, I
I
agree.
think we're gonna have a surprise lottery win.
That would be wonderful. That would
hmm
be wonderful.
hmm So yeah, I think that's it for the week.
Yeah, thanks
Thank
for
you all for
listening.
tuning in.
We'll see ya.
Bye.